We are just waiting for few more participants because more than 300 plus participants have registered. Just 40, 50 people have.
Wait, sorry, I was on mute. So hi, welcome you all. Have a great evening. Pleasure to meet you all, young brains. So I'm Achudaraman Rangachari, founder of Gatsky. As a founder, one of my goal and vision is to enable each and every one of you for an equal opportunity. I would say equal career opportunity. So that's a key word. Irrespective of where you study, you may be studying in a local college or regional college or a premier institute, wherever it is, government college, wherever it is. You may be studying MBA, BBA, MCA, BTech, MTech, whatever it is. So how to harness your potential and connect you to the prospective employer? That's a challenge. I'll tell you my experience. So when I was hiring campus interview in Oracle and other companies together, right? VMware and NVIDIA, HP, there are so many companies together. So for example, say there used to be 3,000 to 4,000 requirements to fill. But we never onboarded all of them, I would say. That's a correct word. We never onboarded all of them. So probably we might have onboarded 40 to 50%. That's 1,500 to 2,000 maximum. That too from 20 to 30 colleges. Why? The reason is we cannot go to every colleges and we cannot downgrade the quality. So whatever is available, we just have to please. There is no other option for us. So though there may be young talents available in a lot of other colleges, unfortunately, it's not possible to go everywhere to hire. Right? Yes, Badri, or somebody is raising the question. Okay, I think everything is good. So the challenge is how to make this hiring, versus the number of person has to be hired, the number of freshers especially, how to match this. It looks to be the gap is widening. So basically, the Gradsky is we are trying to address this gap by multiple ways. So one of the key ways is by giving the skills required for the students by the students itself. That's by the well-placed premium students, premium institute students, and also those instructors are mentored by the college, mentored by the corporate, so that they know where to stress, what kind of case studies to and stress, what kind of case studies to do, so that their hands-on skill set will be increased. So that's one thing. So teaching students by the premium institute students who has gone through multiple rounds of interviews, who has gone through multiple round of preparedness for the placement, right? That's one thing. Second thing is the Gradsky points. So whatever you accumulate over the time, the Gradsky points will be then direct value for the hiring company to see what is your skill level. So directly they can evaluate your skill level using that, so that they can identify where the skilled matching students are, irrespective of the college. So that's the agenda. That's the goal of Gatsky. So coming to this specific session of DevOps, this is one of the industrial training we want to give to the students, especially the pre-final and final year students, to enhance their skills so that they can readily deploy them. Because a lot of companies, like the product companies, the fintech companies, the technology company want freshers who can be readily deployed. They cannot afford to give trainings. That's the kind of situation, right? So that is more and more demand is more and more increasing. So how to make the students readily deployable? That's an objective for one of the training is basically the DevOps for the e-commerce and results widely, used from an aeronautic industry to the, from a cloud, wherever there is a cloud deployed, whichever company, those companies use this DevOps technology, especially the e-commerce, all those things nowadays. So that's why this course is a very much demand, and we launching this course. And the instructors are basically ex-IIT Madras students and ex-VMware professionals and other IIIT final year students. And this particular session is basically the career planning session I welcome Mr. Achyut Prakash, who is basically from IIT Madras. He just recently passed out, and he got a career, an excellent career. Obviously, he was one of the early bird, hires from IIT, and he got into a well-placed startup. So a lot of people now going to the startup, and obviously they learn a lot of technology there with a high pay package, right? So I welcome Achyut Prakash to, because as student, he can freely talk to the rest of the students. So please feel free to have a good conversation and enjoy this evening. And at the end, we may have some questions. We all can help you to answer. Thank you, Achyut. Please continue.
Thank you, Achutaraman sir, for your kind words. And welcome everyone. Good evening to all of you. And so I think I introduced myself. Achutaraman sir was kind enough to do that for me. So anyway, my name is Achyut, right? And I work as a software engineer in Harness. So so my association with Gradsky, actually, to quickly put, it's been more than 1 year now. So I had the opportunity to teach data structures and algorithms course at Gradsky. So, as Achutaraman sir mentioned before, it's a lot of unique things about Gradsky, but I think the one really cool thing is that, not only does it provide you the platform or the opportunities, but it also has these really good courses, relevant courses taken by students to help you grab those opportunities, right? So, yeah, and coming to this course in particular, right, the e-commerce DevOps course. So when we were planning, actually with a couple of us, and I said that at that time, and I'll say it again for the record. So I really wish I could have taken this course, to be honest, before I joined, because these are all buzzwords, keywords that you hear now, right? DevOps, CI/CD, right? CCM. So CI/CD is continuous integration, continuous delivery, or continuous deployment. The CCM is cloud cost management, Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform. So these are all like buzzwords that are very common, very popular now. And even as Achutaraman sir said, if you look cross-wide, so in the fintech industries use this. Big companies like FANG, they use this, and even diverse sectors like companies, the aeronautical industry, in the chemical industry like Honeywell. Throughout the industry, irrespective of domain, right? They use DevOps. So what is why is there a demand, right? First of all, I think it would be good spend maybe 2 minutes to discuss that. So let us take an example, right? So let us say you have an application which you want to deploy to the cloud. Okay, and before we even get into this, we all, I think we can agree that cloud is here to stay, right? Cloud, once everything has started moving to the cloud, even all the big companies, whether it is Google, they have their own Google Cloud platform. Microsoft has their cloud. Amazon has cloud. So everyone has moved to the cloud, right? No question of going back to the pre-cloud days where for some software you have to buy a CD, install it. Nothing. So everything is in the cloud now. So when you say that we are moving towards a cloud infrastructure, right? So whatever application you have, if you want your users or the customers to use it, at the end of the day, you need to deploy it to the cloud, put it to the cloud. So how does that happen, right? So if we were to quickly go through, first you will write, let us say you are a software developer, you have written some application, you have written some code. The first thing you would have to do is to compile it, right? So for that, you have some build tools like, so for example, your project or your application may depend on some packages, right? So if you're writing in Java, for example, it may depend on some packages which you have to, so for which you would need a, some tool which will fetch all the dependencies, and compile your project, right? So there you would use a build tool like Maven or Bazel, right? And then this would be the first step. The second step would be, now that you have your application, it's ready, compile, everything fine, you would have to containerize it. Okay, so there you would use a technology like Docker, right? And then once you have your containerized application, you would have to deploy it to the cloud. So this is like the most important step. So for that, you have technologies like Kubernetes, so which will manage your, it's called a lifecycle application manager. So it will ensure that You can specify how many instances of your application you want running. You can manage the traffic, right? You can route or reroute the requests to different ports on your container, right? So all this is done by an application manager, which is where Kubernetes comes in. And you have many other technologies like Terraform and package managers like Helm and so on. So all these technologies are very relevant today, mainly because we have all shifted to the cloud architecture, right? Cloud infrastructure. So I mean, this would be what can I say, a bit different, because typically in college, so if you take me or most of my friends too, so we never really work much on these technologies in college, right? Because we won't really write any application which has hundreds of dependencies which I would fetch. So generally typically won't be like that, right? So this is definitely something new. It's definitely something like up and coming, very hot. So, and since it's being so widely used, it makes a lot of sense, in fact, to have a course dedicated to learning this. So otherwise what happens is, for example, from my experience, right, I had to learn some of these techniques. So of course I'm still learning. I won't say I've learned everything, right? Still learning a lot of this, but had to learn like on the go before joining, like during some pre-joining project, and then picking up on the job. So however, I think like how wonderful it would be if you guys had these skills before you even go for the job, right? So it would be a huge differentiating factor for you. So I think that is the main intent behind the course. It's a very relevant course for the current time, right? And I think it would be relevant for a long time to come, because as I said, cloud is here to stay, right? We are not going to go back, say no more cloud, let's go back. No, it's not going to happen, right? So coming to some details of this course, right? So this course, that's why, like as you said, right, it will cover all these relevant topics that we discussed. So I think we have containerization, in fact, Docker in particular. So first week would be introduction to cloud, right? And then virtual machines and containers, and then Docker in particular, and then Kubernetes, advanced Kubernetes, Terraform. So all these topics will be covered in this course. And one feedback that I got, I mean, I heard that, some of like the general, like some people felt that maybe this is a very advanced course or something like that, right? But let me reassure you, nothing of that sort. There won't be any very heavy mathematics like some advanced AIML course, or very heavy data structures or graph algorithm, nothing of that sort, right? It's it really anyone and everyone can do it. So the prereqs would typically be, you would have to be good or well versed in a programming language, and preferably Java, because Java is the most popular language in the industry. For software development generally. So, but even in case, right, in case some of you may feel that you're not really comfortable, or you would like to improve your skills, even in that, there is the course is planned in such a way that even these students won't be left out. So how the course has been planned is, there would first be a foundation course, right? So that would cover basics of Java, OOPS concepts, and then basics of. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so it would cover basics of Java, OOPS concepts, data structures, algorithms, right, and DBMS concepts. So you really needn't worry. Like, even if you feel you may not have the background, there is a prerequisite, this introductory foundation course which you can take up. And then after this, right, if you have the interest, inclination, you can go for this DevOps course. And in case you feel you are not interested in this, you can also go for an Java course or an advanced DBMS course, right? So yeah, once again, just reiterating the fact that this course definitely doesn't involve any heavy mathematics or heavy data structures or nothing of that sort. Definitely you can pick it up, right? So of course you have to be relatively comfortable or well versed in a programming language of your choice, right? So that's about it. And so again, just reiterating that point, that you could go to either DevOps, or you could go to the core Java software development, that path also, right? So either way, like your career path, you can choose later on after you take up the foundation course, right? And one more thing that I'd like to mention is that once again, like this course, for example, from my experience, right? So this is really used like the customers that, for example, from my company that I see, it's cross platform. There are a lot of fintech companies, there are a lot of smaller startup companies, there are mid-sized companies, multiple companies use this. And even in case you may not hear, so like big companies like, let us say, Google or Microsoft, they have dedicated teams which are dedicated teams who support this DevOps, who support continuous deployment, continuous integration, all these things, right? So it is definitely used throughout the industry, irrespective of the field in which the company operates, right? So it is once again like a really very, very relevant course. Okay, and I would really say that make use of this opportunity, right? Make use of this opportunity to increase your skills, right? Because as you all know, your career growth would be directly proportional to your skills, right? The more skills you have, what is going to differentiate you from hundreds of other people out there, right? So that is what really matters. And I would like you to make use of this opportunity and go for this course, right? And a couple of points like to mention. So this Saturday, that is tomorrow, there is a qualifier test. So those of you, I think, I request all of you to enroll for that. And after that qualifier test, some of you can, I think, go for the foundation course, and others can. So foundation course starts in some time. I think details I'll let Achutaraman sir mention. So, but others can directly, I believe, go for the DevOps course. So this is the overall plan. And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So once again, I'll tell it again, like, I mean, really wish I could have taken this course, because at least for the industry I'm in, right, it's very, very relevant. So a lot of things which, I mean, I'm picking up now, I'm learning now. So if you had, like now you have the opportunity to learn them beforehand. So it would be a huge plus for you guys. So yeah, go for it. Okay, so wish you all the best. And right, one more thing, sorry, quick note on instructors. So there are 3 instructors. One of them is from IITM, close friend of mine and batchmate. So his name is Bharadwaj. And there are 2 others from IIT Kota. So as you know, that's one of the plus things about Gradsky, plus points about Gradsky, right? That the students, the teachers are also the students. So it would be, I mean, they can resonate more with you, right? So yeah, that's about it. So once again, wish you all the best. And if there are any questions, I think we can take them. Thank you. Thank you. Achutaraman sir.
Sir, do we need to pay fee? And if we need to pay fee, then what will be the fee for this course?
Fee. So those questions, I think best addressed to Mr. Achutaraman. I'm not aware about the further details, like the logistical details about that. So,
Sir,
yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me just ping it. Yeah.
Sir, can I ask you something about DevOps?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, okay, sir. For DevOps, if we'll talk about college placement, then I am in final year of IIT Andhra Pradesh. So
Okay.
I have realized that no company comes and they have requirement like DevOps. And if I want to apply through LinkedIn also, then they don't hire candidate who is from DevOps field directly. For DevOps role, they always ask for like experience, 2 to 3 year experience.
True. So see, in the interview process, they are going to, like, 99%, irrespective of the role, right? You are going to be tested on data structures and algorithms. Okay. to be honest. But the thing is, once you join, so that's what I, once you join, you'll have to pick up all these things, right? For example, Docker, Kubernetes, all these technologies, whatever you use, right? So maybe Terraform or whatever. So the point is, do you want to like pick it up then? So that's what everyone will do, right? So even I had to do the same thing because I didn't know about this, didn't learn about this. Whereas if you learn the skills before, you would be way ahead of your peers or whoever, basically your competitors, right? So that's the point behind it. So for interview point of view, right? I mean, you can definitely mention this. You can maybe put a point in your resume that you have done this course on DevOps, but they'll at least the initial stages of the interview, nobody is going to ask you this. That much I can guarantee. They'll only test you on your data structures and algorithms, but your job will be related completely with this. So it definitely makes sense to pick up these skills because it will help you excel in your career, right? So that's the intention, not to crack placement interview. Or for that, there are data structure and algorithm courses and other things you can go through, right? So yeah, that's, so I hope I answered your question. So it's not for cracking placement interviews, it is for your job, to help you do well in your job, right?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So give me one. Yeah.
1 minute. Achyut, I'll take the cost questions
Okay.
after you finish with the basic technical questions for the students. Participants, I am Badri Narayanan. I am CMO for Gradsky. So after any questions related to technology, Achyut will take, and anything related to cost, I'll give you guys complete details of how this course works. So I now have one cost question. So before addressing the cost question, I will reserve it later once Achyut completes his basic technology Q&A. So you guys have to come ask more questions. It's a platform, right? This is how the teaching goes. He's like you, a student, just got placed in a company called Harness, where he's literally automating all this DevOps stuff that he's talking to you guys. So tomorrow you will know, in a future industry, automation plays a key role. So when you guys are going to learn this, there is a huge opportunities at a good salary base. Like this upskill program is going to help you guys a lot. So you should have more doubts. It should be more dialogue. Any student, don't bother whether it's a right question, wrong question. The basic thing is you guys should ask questions. So Achyut is really looking at a lot of questions to answer. He thought he's going to have a lot of questions with so many people. We rarely have one. Come on, guys, ask questions, right? I will answer all the cost and other related questions. Take it, guys. Come on, ask questions.
Also, this Bharat from Bangalore.
Hello, tell me. Yeah.
Sir, I need to know about that. You have said that about the basic language should be like Java. Is it Python for it's good for Python or what?
So any language. See, I just said Java as an example because a lot of software development happens, at least from my experience, happens in Java. But there are, of course, a lot of companies which do use Python. There are a lot of companies which use C++. So it's just see, if you know one language, you can easily pick up the other, right? It doesn't matter. So if you're good at Python, no problem. You can easily pick up any other language, right? So, but basically, I think in the foundation course, Java will be covered, but it doesn't matter. Python, C++, any language which you are basically with the OOPS concepts and all, right? So any such language is yeah. So that is the key thing. You should have the knowledge of OOPS concepts, right? So object-oriented programming, that is what matters. So it doesn't matter whether C++ or Java or anything. So yeah, don't have to worry about that.
So in this course, cloud is also there?
Yes, I believe the first week would be introduction to cloud, distributed systems, virtual machines, difference.
So like
between-
which cloud will
Uh,
focus on?
I think I'm not very sure. I think maybe Achutaraman sir can take this, but okay, it's
No, I will take it, Achut.
yeah, sure.
Team, this is going to be called as cloud agnostic program. When we say cloud agnostic, we have selected, as Achut said perfectly, Google has GCP, Google Cloud, and Microsoft has Azure platform, and AWS is Amazon's platform. We have picked up all common tools in all these cloud, so that once you guys learn these common tools, we will have an introduction on what is Amazon Cloud, what is Google Cloud, what is Azure Cloud, navigation sessions, so that at the end of the day, with all these common tools, you will get quickly adapted to any cloud that you wanted to. That's the beauty of this course. It's going to be cloud agnostic from technology, and from an industry specific side, we are focusing on e-commerce companies. Very simple. We are focusing on companies like that sells online, like your Amazon, like your Shopify, Flipkart, Meesho, Snapchat. We have a lot of these online e-commerce selling sites. So those are the companies need very fast, quick CI/CD pipeline stuff, which Achut will explain to you, because every day sale is happening. Products come, products go. They give discounts. After the sale, they go back to the normal price. There is a lot of thing happening in the cloud at the background, like the continuous deployment, CI/CD, what Achut said. So you guys are going to learn the common tools and common scripting thing, so that you can be familiar, or very fast you can adapt to any cloud based on the job you guys get. That's the beauty of this course. So we call it as cloud agnostic DevOps course, focusing on a industry called e-commerce, which I will detail once all the questions is over. What is an e-commerce industry, guys? That answers your question, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Go ahead, Achut.
Yeah, thank you for that. So that's great. So if it's cloud agnostic, I mean that's the best thing, right? You can adapt. So for example, to add on to that point, so for example, Kubernetes, right? Even though it was developed by Google for GCP, but now everyone, even Amazon, they have their EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. So they also adopt some of the, to make it easier for the developers. So that's why Kubernetes would be covered in this course. So it's common among cloud platforms. So that's a great idea, and think it's good for you guys, right? You can adapt to any cloud, so irrespective of where you join.
Sir, Ansible or Puppet or Ceph, anything from these will also be there?
I think I'll let Badri sir take this one. Sir, you're muted. Badri sir, you're muted.
Sorry. Thanks, Achut. It happens, kind of, you guys. Ansible is a very specific language that is used by Google platform. It's native tool. We are trying, yes, Ansible is now more to Google Cloud. But what, as Achut said, we are selecting Terraform tool. Terraform is again cloud agnostic, because Terraform can spread across all these three clouds. But once, guys, fundamentally, when Achut said, if you guys are good at JavaScript, forget, man. You can write any scripting tools in a cloud. At the end of the day, it's like a scripting tool. You picking up either Terraform, you pick up either Ansible. There are a lot of classic scripts there. Different platforms, different vendors proprietary put their name. At the end of the day, as Achut said, fundamental programming or a scripting language, you can easily navigate based on the cloud you're going to work, because integration and performance will be faster if you use native tools. That's the only difference. Don't bother about jargons. We have selected the best common tools. Let's say we teach you Terraform. Make sure that all of you can work on Google, AWS, and Azure. So absolutely don't worry about it. We will be with you. And definitely we are going to have a peer learning platform like Achut. All world students who are placed, you are going to have a big community, guys. Whenever you have question in Ansible code, Ansible, there will be always people responding to you, mentoring you apart from the session. That's why we call it as a peer-to-peer learning platform with the community being constantly engaged. So you type something, I know something, I'm going to teach you. Hey, come on. You have been taught Terraform. See, Ansible works like this. These are all the small changes you guys have to do. So once you have the basic tool, and we ensure that we give you a basic programming. We take JavaScript seriously for a script. If you know that, forget. You write any scripting language, classic script, Terraform, or you tell me Ansible, done. You can easily pick up. That's why we call it as cloud agnostic. You guys will be different in the market because you will never go and say, I'm an AWS guy. You hire only for AWS. That's our target and very unique program we are conducting. So that should answer your question. Any doubt? Anybody else? I'm seeing less participant asking questions. Come on, guys. We are here to help you because it's your day, right? We are just trying to help you so that you understand this sort of thing is going to land you in a high-level job, 10 lakhs package sort of job. As Achyut said, our Achyutaraman sir, CEO said, we are going to have a lot of mock interviews, like people like Achyut going to conduct. VMware comes and does mock interviews for you guys. You guys are going to do excellent. Like VMware, we have companies like Purchasing Power, e-commerce companies that we have tied up with. Those corporates are really, there is a high demand. So you guys have to be very vibrant, communicative. Instead of they asking you questions in interview, the difference between IITs and other institutes is IITs question the people, like, what is there for me to join your company? You guys now has to show that spirit. Ask more questions. Come on. Did I answer your question, by the way, ma? The participant who asked about Ansible, did I answer you? Do you have any more clarifications?
Might have some net issue or
That's fine.
yeah.
Others can go. No problem. Guys, come on, ask questions.
So adding on to his point, right? As he said, like, see, this is like an ocean, right? There are too many tools, so definitely we can't learn everything. So the most sensible thing to do is, pick up like the best things, right? Which are maybe cloud agnostic or which are very widely used. And then once you know that, as Badri sir said, you can just quickly adapt to, if your company is using some other but related tool, you can quickly adapt to that. That is what is feasible and practical also, because this not just like DevOps, but in general, right? There are so many things in computer science. It's like a ocean. So we cannot go and learn every single thing. It's not practical. So this is the best thing, like and most practical, as well as I think it's really sensible and the best thing to do.
Sharan,
so I see some questions in the chat. So first of all, how is this course different from others? So I think 2 points. One point is it is taken by students, right? So they'll be able to share from their experience, their learnings. Definitely, it'll be in a different flavor where a professor were to take the course. So that is one thing. Second thing is, as just now Badri sir mentioned, you will have like guidance from the industry also. There will be some mentors from the industry who would take mock interviews, as well as there is a nice platform where you can post your questions, discuss, right? So that way, I would say this course is different from other. And first of all, there are, I believe, not many courses in the market which address this particular topic, right? So even among the few, this would be the differentiating factors. And next question I see from Nirmit, right? It is in DevOps. So will current role benefit me, and how can I land? So definitely, yes, this course will definitely benefit you, right? So and how can you land a good DevOps job? So you can see, right, there are so many opportunities and so many openings for DevOps jobs now, right? Because everyone is seeing like the power and the ease of adopting this framework. So delivery time decreases, and testing, everything becomes much more efficient. So your overall like software time from the time you write your code to the time it's on the cloud, like decreases very, very significantly. So you can even like just look up maybe like my company's website. So you'll see many customers, they say like by adopting this product, how continuous delivery, many other things, right? So how really their deployment time has come down from maybe weeks to just a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, right? So yeah, definitely it will help you land a good job. So because these are the skills you need, right, for landing a good job. Yeah. I hope that answers your question, Nirmit. Right?
Any other questions? Otherwise, Achud, I'll take this e-commerce industry explanation to them. Why
Sir,
DevOps for? Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I'm passed out in 2020.
Okay.
I'm working in entity data, like a company, as in the profile in the domain as information domain, like information services. It is based, and I'm not interested in that domain. I need to switch on to DevOps. Like how to guide? Can you guide about regarding this? Like how to switch on, and what are the how can I'm now right now I'm good in Python, and I searched about regarding this. Like I'm planning to do I'm planning for the switch on to DevOps course.
Got it. So that's it. You have to pick up the skills required, right, for DevOps. So, maybe like starting with Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, and maybe some build tools also. So Bazel, or I think for Java, this is for Java, maybe similar to if you're comfortable with Python. I'm not really sure like what the build tools used there, but you need to be familiar with these, like basically whatever is being taught in this course, right? So if you're familiar with this, you're good with this, you can maybe apply for positions, DevOps positions, and so basically you would need some certification, right? So this course would be a very good idea, I would say. So you could have some certification on your CV that you are interested in this DevOps, and if you have the relevant skills, definitely companies would be willing to pick you up. So I mean, most people, so since now it's up and coming, it's not like no one really expects you to let's say they're hiring for DevOps. I mean, they would not say that you must have been a DevOps engineer before, right? So many people do from software engineering, they move on to DevOps. So that's how it is. So yeah, as long as I would suggest pick up the skills, spend some time, pick up the skills. So preferably through this course, definitely. But I mean, up to you. So you pick up the skills and maybe get some certification or get something on your CV and go ahead and apply for DevOps jobs.
There is a difference here, Achut, to add to point. See, one is you can get training everywhere in these tools, but what here we are going to do is we are going to give more of practical sessions. You need to solve real scenarios. So even within these build tools, you will have enough hands-on experience in terms of addressing the scenario. So it is more of sessions and more of problem solving skills. So when you go to a job, when you say DevOps engineer, and others also say I've learned a course, and you're going to attend an interview, there will be a lot of difference because you would have seen real-time scenarios. You would be really impressing them because day one you can start the job. You don't need any further training from the company except client or what environment, user ID details. That's where we differ. So it's simple for you, whether you have Python, that's enough. You have to join the course. We are very fair, right? Whenever we are saying you are joining our course, that's good. We will be placing you. We'll try to give you assistance in such a way that you are placed as a DevOps engineer. See, a lot of these training programs people do, even in college campus. Tomorrow you might get a job which is not a development DevOps job. You would have done cloud DevOps, but they will put you as a Java programmer. Here we ensure those companies that comes to us, when you do a DevOps program, you get a DevOps opening so that you go up in the cloud computing skills and go along with the journey. That's one difference. We want all students, when they do course, that they are placed in a right job. Plus, today, if you don't come to our platform also, as Achut said, after Python, you have to just pick up cloud tools, CI/CD, Terraform, any cloud course. If you do with your little bit of work experience, you should be there as a DevOps. That answers your questions.
One more thing, I'm in the different domain right now. Like if you switch on that one, the experience doesn't count right now. As if I switch on to
no. I mean,
it will be like pressure only, right?
So see, experience doesn't I mean, in some ways it would matter, right?
They will like
so for
they will ask
example,
what.
no, let me give an example. So now you even, for example, when I graduated fresh out of college, right? Or maybe I would say maybe 6 months before, let us say, when I just got this job. So I had absolutely no idea about DevOps, so zero idea. But now you already have that idea at least, right? So definitely, I mean, experience, even though it may not directly help, but you have written some code, you know like how. So for example, till you join a company, you won't even know the software release process, right? You have a versioning system, you push the code, run some checks. Like a fresher will have zero idea about this, whereas you already have that idea, you have some hands-on experience, it will definitely help some way. And as Badri sir said, what would be the differentiating thing here is the emphasis on some of the hands-on like mini projects or whatever, right? So there are some things planned every 2-3 weeks or 2 weeks once, or some mini projects to actually implement whatever you've learned. So in your interview, if you say that maybe you deployed something through hands-on experience with Kubernetes, something like that, then that would have more weight and value than just doing a cloud course, right? So yeah, I mean, don't I would say, even though you have experience in a different field, it would still help, because you have some idea about the software release process. You would have some idea about DevOps at least, right? Some basic idea, maybe not like an expert level or something, but you definitely, which many people don't even have this idea, would not even have heard about this. So yeah, you needn't like worry too much. You can pick up the tools and go for it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So I have a doubt. I'm Kritik from Chennai.
Okay.
I have a question. Since you're currently working
Yeah,
with the
sure.
technologies we are going to learn in this
Yes.
course, how much job ready do you think this course will make us?
How much job ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, very job ready, I would say. So I am working with, and so my company works in this domain, right? So we work in automating this whole software. We started like that too. So now it's like aims to be the complete delivery platform. So we have a CI component, CD component, CCM component, right? So we have verification, continuous verification component. So since I am in this industry, and for those of you who want to get into DevOps industry, it's a very very relevant course. So I work regularly with technologies like Docker, Kubernetes. So even though, and a lot of other team members do work with Terraform, right? And so this is really, really very relevant, I would say. Honestly, like not just telling, honestly, it's a very relevant course. So these are all technologies which companies do use, and that's why they have picked it up in this course. So it will make you very, very job ready for a DevOps field.
Kritik, just to add that, what happens, Kritik, is there is a lot of demand, Kritik. Now, there is no, the technologies have evolved. People are moving into cloud only in last 5 years. So you have about 100,000, 200,000 jobs. So they are not looking everybody to have experience, even though a 10-year good Java programmer is new to cloud. So they are ready to give opportunities for freshers with knowledge. Most of the startup ecosystem today, everybody is on cloud. Whatever product they do, they need cloud DevOps people. That way, Kritik, you will have lot of opportunities by doing the course with this knowledge and little bit of hands-on exercise that we do for you. You will be industry deployable ready. You will have thousands of jobs. I'm telling you, right? Once you finish the course, you say you apply, you will have hardly 10 to 20 companies or offers, and you need to select one. You will be in that stage, Kritik. That does answer your question, Kritik?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, you're muted.
Sorry, we have another 12 minutes, guys. We will do a hard stop at 8, but we will basically extend 10 minutes if you guys are going to question a lot. Okay, so I want to take 5 minutes break and tell you guys why we selected e-commerce industry to deliver this DevOps. See, it's simple, right? Why we call it as e-commerce DevOps? DevOps is cloud technology. Any manufacturing firm, a retail organization, anybody can use DevOps, right? Even an aerospace manufacturing company today can use, because you are on cloud. Almost anybody can work from anywhere, right? You don't need to be in a physical center managing the entire hardware, etc., etc. Now, e-commerce is an industry like Amazon, like Flipkart, like your Shopify, Meesho, You have thousands of platform today. Today Tata Click is coming, right? You guys see Reliance Digital already on the platform. All these people, small SMEs, startup vendors, to high vendors like Amazon. Amazon is world's #1 company today, right? You guys have to appreciate that, right? The reason is they sell online. These are the people where DevOps CI/CD is heavily used, because these people need to cut their time from development to production deployment. It's an instant development, instant production push. That's where the CI/CD pipeline, like what Achyut's company Harness is doing, is how to automate now. If you guys know this and you have a programming background, scripting background like Java or Python, now the industry is moving to the next level. You are already lagging the latest, and the industry says now, hey boss, no code platform, low code platform, coding, very less coding. End user like Amazon, a business user, a BA, take the cloud, deploy everything he wants, immediate change the product, because they are automating. So you guys, with your core programming skills in e-commerce industry, with the CI/CD pipeline, you will have enough opportunities, because heavy usage of this DevOps, very high level. You will almost use every tool. One of the course that we are trying to talk to you guys is indexing and cataloging. There is a concept called Apache Solar, where everything you go to WhatsApp today, they say, click this button to see the list of catalog. You go to Amazon, you need to see catalog. These are all happening in cloud using some technologies. So we pick on those technologies that is used for online sales, e-commerce, because these people make, what, I don't need to tell you what Amazon is making today, revenue, right? You guys will be paid 1 or 2 times higher than a normal company. So we want our people, everybody, to go along with this e-commerce wagon, where DevOps, if you go and do for e-commerce companies, you are going to make, like somebody is getting placed at 5-6 lakhs normally with DevOps. You will get 12 lakhs. But you know what? All of them are freshers. As long as a fresher can crack that test and interview. So we give you how to do competitive tests. Like when you are in this platform, right? You will always have Google hackathons, Microsoft Azure hackathons. We will tell you, we want you guys to participate. So one day Achyut will come and talk to you guys, apart from course timing, how to do these hackathons. So once you start getting into the trace of hackathons, your skill level, standard level will always improve. So you might always go and say, hey Amazon, I have cleared Google hackathon with this rank. They will not ask you question, they will give you a job. So we are going to help you from that angle. E-commerce is the flourishing industry, online sales. Everybody from home today creating an application on cloud, and then they sell. Everybody becomes a seller or an entrepreneur. That's why we selected e-commerce as an industry, and do DevOps, something like cataloging, indexing. These are all having some tools for you to do. We are going to be very specifically focusing on those tools to help you better prepare to get placed in an e-commerce industry. Now, guys, you have any doubts on e-commerce industry? What is e-commerce? After me explaining, ask questions on e-commerce, or you can chat your question also. We will respond. Ritik, did you get what is e-commerce industry, Ritik?
Yes, sir, I know.
Yeah, so I want all of you guys, whoever you feel, can you guys ask me, you have any doubt about e-commerce, because manufacturing, automobile company that produces electric vehicle. Lot of these people are also today using DevOps. They are automating, etc. Like, you guys have any questions on what the e-commerce industry is? Otherwise, we have last 7 minutes. Any last minute questions? I will basically allow you guys to fundamentally, ask. Otherwise, as now Mr. Abdul will be displaying, our marketing head will be displaying the list of codes that we are going to give it to you guys. Whoever attended this course in 3 days, if you guys are going to register either for e-commerce DevOps or for foundation, there is going to be a special discount offer that I want Abdul to talk to the students. Abdul, can you just tell all the students the benefit of they attending today's webinar and what discounts they have if they are going to register for this futuristic course? Abdul, over to you, Abdul.
Just give me a couple of minutes, sir.
No problem, no problem. Take your time. Screen share, show to them what is the price benefits we are going to give as part of this today's program. Achut, just 2 minutes. I want Abdul to speak, Achut, okay?
Sure. No hurries at all.
Perfect. There is a question, they will put it in chat. We will answer. We will take.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Abdul, you can explain the benefits.
Okay, sir. So I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah,
So
it's
the students who all attended today, so you all will be getting 20% discount on our foundation course. So normally if a student want to join our foundation course, they need to pay 1,000 rupees. So with this 20% discount, all of you will be getting 200 rupees reduction in your foundation course fee. So this is not only for you, you can also share it with your friends. So we are also giving that offer for you. So this offer is valid till 6th February. So after 6th February, this offer won't be there. Also, you will be getting 1,500 cash credits. So once you attending this foundation course and clearing our qualifier test, you will get to the main DevOps course. So that time you will get 1,500 discount in the fee. So
I will tell you, Abdul, sorry to interrupt you. I want to tell the students about our course structure. Somebody asked for cost.
Sure.
See, the course is about 14,000 rupees. But what we do is, for any student coming to us, we don't get beyond 50% as a fees in 5 installments. The rest 7,000 rupees, you guys are going to pay us only after getting your job. Whether we assist you, we do a big placement assistance with big companies, or you guys yourself, because of a demand, getting placed in a company, only after first month salary, you guys are going to pay 50% of the fees to us. So net to net, it is 7,000 DevOps fees, whereby within 5 months, you will pay 1,000, 250 EMI, 5 equated installments, and the rest of the money you will pay only after getting a job. Now, this is for DevOps. Foundation course, we have positioned at 999, approximate 1,000. So what Abdul saying is, for this course, you get 20% benefit. You only pay 800 rupees for registering to this course, foundation course. But when you come to DevOps, that 14,000 will be reduced by another 1,500 cash credit points, so that your total fees will be only 12,500 rupees. You will pay only 6,250 in 5 equated installments, 1,000 rupee a month, because DevOps program is a 4-month, 5-month program. Now, this is the cost. Plus, we have lot of scholarships for deserving students. Now, you will have different tab. If you see in our website, the course fees, right? You have people whose family income is less than 3 lakhs or even 4 lakhs. We give 50% scholarship from your course fees. Apart from 50% they need to pay, they will get 50%. So they will get a 25%. And we will also make sure certain people where the parents doesn't earn, we provide 100% scholarship for those students. Like, basically what we also do is, right, we give you guys merits, full scholarship. Let's say tomorrow is a qualifier test. The qualifier test is very simple. It will test your basic Java, C programming skills. If you are selected in that, you can directly join DevOps course, which will start around 2nd or 3rd week of March. Whereas, if you cannot clear fundamentals, which is essential for you to understand Achut's class or Bharatwaj's class, what you guys need to do is, you come to the foundation course, which will be 2nd week of February, 1-month course. Everybody, they will brush up your Java and other skills so that you are prepared to take DevOps. So tomorrow, qualifier test free. If you are selected in DevOps course, you get 1,500 credit. So your total fees is 12,500. Whereas you will pay only 6,000 rupees in 5 months, 5 equated installments. The rest of the 50% of the money You guys will pay only after getting placed because there is a huge demand. We give big placement assistance. So you will not spend beyond 5,000-6,000 rupees in the course on DevOps. For foundation, you will only pay 800 rupees. Now, qualifier, tomorrow, whatever we conduct after the foundation course also, we conduct some tests. Only if you clear, we put you to the DevOps course because very essential. After DevOps course, you get a A+, B+ advanced certification based on how you do in our course, practicals, scenarios, regular CAS, homework sort of stuff. You guys will get excellent rating based on how you have developed the skill. So apart from this regular fees, there are a lot of scholarship. Merit scholarship is there if you guys do very well in the test. There is a scholarship for deserving students, economically deserving students. So if you guys, there are multiple options. If you go to our website, just to do a sign up, you guys would have already done sign up. You will see explore courses. In the finishing school, you will see lot of fees, how to enroll for test, how to enroll for foundation, how to enroll for DevOps course. Now, you guys have any questions on cost, scholarships, etc., guys?
Sir, the cost, the course duration is for how much month?
For foundation, 1 month. The DevOps course duration is 4.5 months. It is almost, if you really calculate, 18 weeks program.
Thank you, sir.
Because it's a huge syllabus and huge practicals. We are not going to daily deliver session. Oh, you finish this. See, very less number of sessions, more number of hands-on. Every 18 weeks, whenever you are on my platform, every day you can ask questions. How to solve this scenario. I have checked in Google, how to go and solve this problem. I have seen Google Hackathon. They have asked this question. I want to participate in hackathons. Can you answer how I should go and solve this? You will always have your peers 24/7 answering back to you in community. So 24 hours, 18 weeks. If you are a top guy, you can learn and you will be the A+ candidate. You will clear all the interviews. So literally 24 hours, this platform you can keep learning. Your friend will tell, I will tell, Achyut will tell, Bharatwaj will tell, anybody in the platform who have already studied with us, placed in VMware sort of big companies, they will also help you to answer questions. So 24 hours, literally you want the best job you can spend on this platform. You can spend 2 hours also. That's your choice. So always it's a 4.5 months course, 18 weeks course. That answer your question?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect, guys. So I think in the interest of time, we are at sharp 8 to 2 minutes, little more. We will give you another 5 minutes. Interesting, guys. You're asking more questions. Any doubts, you can send questions in chat. We will answer now in 5 minutes. Otherwise, all your questions, anytime you can write to Gradsky, contact us. We will always talk to you guys, answer all those questions. And how many of you are interested? You can take qualifier test tomorrow and just evaluate where you stand on fundamental Java, C++ programs. Guys, we have another 5 minutes. Your interesting aspiration, we are extending this by another 5 or 10 minutes. Questions, please. You can type questions. You can always write to us. You can always call Abdul. Anybody from this team, we are ready to help you out. Yes, guys, go ahead. We have another 5 to 10 minutes extension. Please tell me what you want. No questions? I think then we can. Yeah, please go ahead.
The test link will be there in the WhatsApp group, sir.
Yes, everything. What they do is not test link in WhatsApp. You go to Gradsky, you say enroll, a detailed email will come to you. Just go to Gradsky, gradsky.com. There is an icon called Explore Courses. Click the Explore Courses. You will see finishing school program, E-Commerce DevOps. Click that. You will see test, foundation, and E-Commerce course. Just gradsky.com. Abdul has typed in the chat.
Yes, sir, I got it.
And go to Explore Courses in the tab. There is one Explore red color icon. Click that. Go to the finishing school, you will see a lot of flow chart. Flashy e-commerce DevOps course, what we are discussing. Click that, you go, you see test enroll, you will see foundation, whoever wants scholarship, etc., etc. As Abdul said, within 3-4 days, you are going to do that 1,000 rupees is slashed to 800 rupees.
Okay.
Any more doubts? Yeah, 2 questions in chat, I think. Achut, can you look at it?
Yes, sure.
No, it's only our Gradsky messages. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
I think Abdul is typing. That's good. Any more questions? Can we all close the meeting? Guys, you guys at least has to say, hey, now you can close the meeting. I have questions. Another 2-3 minutes we have. Thanks, Achut, for your time. Very kind of you. I know you are working in a big, real high pressure environment. Thanks for taking this time, and thanks for leading. You are going to lead this course as a trainer as well. We are always thankful to you, and Bharatwaj also, where they are going to conduct these courses. You guys are going to be like how they have got trained and they have got placed. Even Achut says he never had a luxury of doing this course earlier because it's starting newly.
Definitely.
So probably, yeah, Achut, go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, as I said, it's really a wonderful course. I request all of you once again to make use of this wonderful opportunity, make the best of it. Be sincere, and definitely you will be.
See, there is a question in the window. Somebody has raised their hands.
You'll land in a dream job.
Yeah, I think somebody is asking a question. There is a raising in hand. Abdul, can you figure out that guy's name?
Let
What
me
is
look
the
into it, sir.
Yeah. Any question, guys? Somebody raise the hands. Who is that?
I can see someone in the chat. Sai Kiran says, I'm a student from Amrita. Yeah, so C basics, C doesn't have OOPS, right, Sai Kiran? So I think it would make sense for you to take the, foundation course. Or, if you are comfortable, first give the test tomorrow, right? If you can crack it, well and good, right? Otherwise, it would make sense to take the...
It's a free test. You can evaluate your programming skills from that itself.
Yes.
So just casually write it. Guys, you should not fear now. Go take test. Go. There is a hackathon. Go to a Java hackathon. What happens if you code and you fail? No problem. Be bold. Look at Google. Go to hackathons. Ask questions. Keep writing code every day in home, in laptop. If you write 10 program, take a scenario, solve. I think even a 12th standard student today are very good programmers, creating apps, making millions of dollars, man. Guys, you participate. You take tests. Don't fear, guys. Fear is a stumbling block. So do it. Go there. Learn. Try it. Don't worry whether I fail, I'm not qualified. Explore. Then you become a superstar, right? Any more questions in the chat? Good. Okay, guys. I think we are fine. Any questions? I'll give 1 minute, last 1 or 2 minutes break. Then we will close. I think we are done. Wish you all a very nice evening and a great weekend. Thanks, Achut. Thanks, Abdul. Sir, Achudraman, sir, you want to do a minute thing to summarize or do a word of thanks, Achudan, sir?
Just 1 second. I would just say thank you all, and again wish you all the best. Right? Wish you all the best.
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Achud. Achudraman, sir. I think he's in mute. I think you're talking in mute, Achudraman, sir. Okay. I think we'll all leave. Yeah, Achut, sir.
Hi, thank you very much. I hope it was an informative session. So please reach us at contact@gradsky.com if you have any questions. So our people have also put the course link in the chat box. And also there will be a follow-up message to you. This entire session is recorded. You'll see that in the YouTube. And the course link will be shared as well. So you can take your decision. And all the best for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, wish you all the best.